What is up, weather enthusiasts? I'm your host, Pat's Path Predictor. Let's get right into the weather. Alright, so this is the situation we have right here. Hurricane Darby has weakened significantly. Last video, it was a Category 4 hurricane with winds of 140 miles per hour. It had maxed out right there, and now it has started to fall at a very fast pace as it's moving through cooler waters, and the pressure is going down. Sorry, the wind shear is affecting it. Please excuse that. But anyway, yeah, we have winds of 115 miles per hour. We have the public advisory. The maximum sustained winds decreased to 115. It is still a Category 3 major hurricane on the Saffir-Simpson scale. Additional weakening is forecast, but Darby is expected to remain a hurricane through early Thursday and a tropical storm through early Friday. It remains a small hurricane, and it is getting smaller. We still have hurricane force winds at 10 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds only extend out 45 miles from the center. So overall, this has been a very small but very intense hurricane, similar to what Hurricane Sam was back in 2021. So that's an interesting thing to take a look at. Pressure has risen to 966 millibars. So still a threat to pay attention to, but it's not going to be that big of a threat. It's expected to dissipate even before it approaches the Hawaiian Islands, so that's what we're looking at. It's expected to weaken even further below major hurricane status tonight, and then expected to become a tropical storm by Thursday night, and then by Saturday morning, a depression. So we still need to pay attention to this, because if it gets close enough to the Hawaiian Islands, and some of the track models have it a little too close for comfort, the Big Island could get some heavy rain and maybe a small amount of wind, but at the same time, it won't really do that much. So if you're in Hawaii listening to this, remain vigilant, but the threats aren't going to be that big. It's not like what we saw with Hurricane Douglas back in 2020, where it was going at like 30 miles an hour and all that, and just moving through the northern portion of the Hawaiian Islands. So yeah, you're not going to see that. The intensity models, general weakening all the way down to a depression, some as quick as 96 hours out or 4 days out. 1 mile keeps it a major hurricane. No, that's not going to happen. The water temperatures are too cold for that, and the shear is getting too strong for that. So that's basically what we're taking a look at with Hurricane Darby. We're not going to be uploading as much on it as it's starting to weaken, and it poses really no threat to land. When it comes to fish menaces like these, we're going to cover the intensification of it, and then we're going to kind of slow down the uploads on this, because at this point it's weakening and it doesn't pose any major threat to anywhere. So we're going to slow down the uploads in this. But what we are going to be talking about next is this right here. We have a potential interest out in the Eastern Pacific Ocean after Darby. This is as the 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. A broad area of low pressure located a few hundred miles south of the coasts of Guatemala and El Salvador is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorms. Environmental conditions appear conducive for gradual development during the next 70 days. Sorry, the next several days, not next 70. That's 10 weeks. Patrick, get yourself together. Sorry. And the storm is likely to become a tropical depression at the end of the week or into the weekend. The disturbance is forecast to drift westward for the next day or two, and then move west-northwestward at 10 to 15 miles per hour later this week, while remaining offshore the southern and southwestern coasts of Mexico. Formation chance in the next 48 hours, low 20%. But take a look at this. We have an 80% chance of formation in the next 5 days. The NHC is confident enough that this is going to happen, that they're putting out an 80% chance. They're just not having the 80% chance going on now, mostly because this thing is pretty disorganized. This is where the storms are right here. They have not issued an official invest on it yet, but they will hopefully soon. So we're going to have to pay attention to that as the situation goes on. But with that being said, we're going to wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It helps me out and helps me make more videos like these. The goal of this channel is to get more people engaged with weather and help me make more videos. But with that being said, guys, have a wonderful day. Hit the red subscribe button. I'm literally pointing at it. And stay safe.